How's it going, guys? Alex here. Welcome back to a different type of video, and today I am basically going to be showing off my Yu-Gi-Oh collection. And big shout out to Dino Rhymestyle and D3. They basically got me back into this, and I just thought I'd go ahead and show you guys the cards that I currently have. These are basically some of my rarer ones. I do have a lot more in my room, but they are like long sleeves and just, you don't really want to see them basically. But I hope you guys do enjoy this video regardless, and if you do want to see more Yu-Gi-Oh related videos, let me know in the comment section down below, and by leaving a like. So this one goes out to Dino and Donnie specifically, because I know they are getting back into the game. But let's go ahead and jump straight into it with the first page, full of Egyptian gods. The top row is from the Legendary Collection, if I'm not mistaken. Second row is from the Yu-Gi Legendary decks, and in the bottom row you have the legal versions of the Egyptian gods. This Winged Dragon of Ra and this Obelisk of Tormentor are the Shonen Jump exclusives, and they were the very first legal god cards. Slifer was the last one. This isn't that Shonen Jump Slifer. This is basically from the Gold series, if I'm not mistaken. So this is from the Gold series, and that is the original art, obviously. And it has a gold hollow, basically. And I hope you guys can see that, because it looks alright from here. Well, I hope it does anyway. See if I can quickly adjust it. Okay, I think it looks good. Then let's move on to the next page, where of course we have some of the classics. We have the Dark Magician, the most iconic art. This is actually the first Dark Magician art, and it's an ultra rare as well, which is nice. You get that from the Yu-Gi Legendary deck. The one in the middle here is one of the newer arts, which you can get from the Legendary Collection, the very first one. But this is like, most people don't know this, but this is definitely the most iconic art. But this was the first Dark Magician art, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I am wrong. This was the first Dark Magician art in the Legend of Blue Eye set. So that was one of the very first sets, if not the first set. And that was the Dark Magician that was in it with that art. And hopefully you guys can see that. I'm going to quickly make sure. There we go. That looks good. So this one right here was the first Dark Magician art, if I'm not mistaken. And then here we have the Winged Dragon of Ra. I didn't have any room for him on the previous page, and you can get him from the War of the Giants Battle Pack 2, if I'm not mistaken, and he is basically a mosaic rare. I don't really, I'm not a big fan of the rarity, to be honest. It's basically a common card with just some hollow patterns all over it, and I just don't like the look of it. Then of course we have the Blue Eyes White Dragon from the Legendary Collection 1, and then we have another Blue Eyes, different art by the way, different background, and this one is from Duelist Pack Battle City, which is nice. Then of course at the bottom we have the Red Eyes Black Dragon. No original art, unfortunately, and we don't have any original art. Well, I say original art, but the most iconic art, because this something similar to this, but the Blue Eyes that you see in the series isn't actually the first art, if I'm not mistaken again. Because I was actually looking at the Blue Eyes from the Legend of Blue Eyes set, and the art is completely different. Okay, moving on to the next page, we have, by the way, the reason why I'm taking the most time with these is just because they are some of my more favourite cards, so to speak. So over here we have Valkyrion. We have some of the newer cards. We have Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon, Dark Rebellion XYZ Dragon, and this is one of from the older sets. I can't remember what it's called exactly, but it was pretty damn cheap. I found it on eBay, and as soon as I opened it, I realised why it was so cheap. Basically, because the cards in that set just weren't that great. So a lot of cards here from the Gold series, obviously Jinzo, and I don't know what the other ones are. On the right we have. So, oh, pardon me. Just knocked that thing over. Said pardon me to knocking the tripod. Anyway, we have Legendary Collection 4. We have Legendary Collection Joey. Some cards from the Battle Pack, some more Joey cards. So we have a set of Harpy's Pet Dragon, which is nice. Up top we have Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, which is from Joey's collection as well. In the middle we have Electromagnetic Turtle, which is an exclusive card from the Yugi decks. And of course here we have Legendary Knight Critias and Legendary Knight Hermos, which is from the Dragons of Legend 2 set. Very nice set. Plenty of rare cards in that, and of course if you are familiar with the season, or that particular season of the original Yu-Gi-Oh show, you will know that these guys made an appearance. So Gorz the Emissary of Darkness, and then we have the Dark Magician of Chaos here, which again is from the Yugi collection and looks awesome. At the bottom here we have Ra's Disciple, which is from the original Dragons of Legend set, so from the very first collection or booster box, because there's been 3 so far if I'm not mistaken. The second one was full of some of the fusions, which you can see over on the right. On the top row here we have Curry Bandit, which is from the first Dragons of Legend as well. We have Guardian Dread Scythe, which is from the original Dragons of Legend as well. Magician of Black Chaos. We have Red Eyes Black Dragon Sword. We have Rocket Hermos Cannon. We have another one here, so we have 4. They are pretty common in that set. Tyrant Burst Dragon, Doom Virus Dragon, who was an insane pull because he is actually a really cool card. He is basically a fusion between Fang of Critias and Doom, not Doom Virus, what's it called? Crush card, there we go. And then we have some other cool cards from different sets that I have no clue. And then I'm going to pick up the pace a little here. Timaeus, the Knight of Destiny, which is obviously the fusion between the 3 legendary knights. I don't have Timaeus, by the way, because he's pretty damn expensive. Time Magic Hammer. His price may have gone down now because of the Dragons of Legend 3 set, which is basically a collection of all the Dragons of Legend cards from both sets. Goddess Boy, Paladin of Dark Dragon, Lord of the Red. So all of these cards are pretty much from the series, and here is where things get pretty interesting. You have the Winged Dragon of Ra support, or the Winged Dragon of Ra Sphere mode, like super cool card. Obviously because Ra is the worst card in real life, or the worst Egyptian god in real life, they just thought they would go ahead and add a bit more support, and it's nice to have. It's a cool card. I'm actually going to get this one out quickly, you know, let you guys get a closer look. But it is definitely a cool looking card. Hopefully you guys can see that. Gonna quickly adjust the camera. Oh, you can't see because of the light. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It is an ultra rare. It looks super cool. I am glad I pulled it because that was the rarest card in that set. And of course we have Dark, what's it called? Dark Necrofear, Guardian Yatos, Amazon S Tiger, Jax Knight, All Eyes Dragon. So some of the newer cards here. Dark Paladin, one of my greatest pulls ever from the original Yugi Duelist pack. That thing is just a rarity now. If you manage to find it, congratulations, because that Duelist pack is insanely good. So many good cards in there, especially Dark Paladin. Great card as well, at the time anyway. Probably not that great these days because of just the meta changes and how much crazier it got. And this is the set I was talking about earlier, where the cards that were in it weren't that great. The Creator, he's a decent card. I'm pretty sure this is a rarity that can only be found in that set. I'm probably wrong, but I did look it up, and it was something along those lines. And then we have another Magician of Black Chaos here, which is from Duelist Pack Yugi, or the Yugi Legendary decks. Another Yugi Legendary deck card, Dark Magician of Chaos, Dark Magician Arcana, Valkyria, the Magna Warrior, Dark Magician Girl. We have a triple, well, we have a set where we have 4 cards of the same Dark Magician Girl art. This one here is from the Legendary deck. This is Duelist Pack Battle City. This is Duelist Pack Yugi, if I'm not mistaken, and then this is another Duelist Pack Yugi. So we have a few cards from the Duelist Pack Yugi era, which is nice. Battle City, Retro Pack 1, Battle City, Duelist Pack Yugi. So I have some of the OGs here, but obviously I don't have the original art. Still cool cards to have though. I have no idea what any of these cards are apart from Pyramid Turtle. Obviously these 2 up here are Pendulum cards. So all of these cards here are from the Dragons of Legend 2 set. They were just basically throw-in cards. I mean, that's what I like to call them anyway, because realistically you were going for all the dragons when you were buying that set. So all of these are just rares, not rares. They are super rares. There we go. Stardust, Spark Dragon, got a bunch of Synchrons here. Chimera, the Flying Mythical Beast, XYZ Dragon Cannon from Duelist Pack Kaiba, of course. Oh, I actually missed those days. It was like, you had so many cool Duelist packs, and like, oh man. I wish they released more stuff like that. I mean, obviously you have the Yu-Gi Legendary decks and Kaiba Legendary decks, but those Duelist packs were just sick. I love them. Okay, moving on to the next page. Big Core, again, another card from that set. It is just a regular super rare. And you can tell that, like, I don't know if you guys can tell, but the colour of the two cards, you can tell the difference. Kind of weird. This one's, like, much darker. But, okay. We have some Harpy Ladies, Red Eyes Black Chick, Black Skull Dragon. We have some Magnet Warriors here. We have Marshmelons, Obnoxious Celtic Guardian. Gonna quickly move this over. Obnoxious Celtic Guardian is a sick card. Okay. Gear 3D Iron Knights. We've got some Tombs. The Tricky's nice. Cool card. Which obviously was used by Atem in the final duel. Summon Skull, Buster Blader, Jinzo, Barrel Dragon. All of these are from Battle City. I feel like they could have made that set a bit better, but yeah, so many good cards in that set. Dark Necrofear, the Masked Beast, Lava Golem, all from Battle City. Black Skull Dragon. Got this from the Legendary Collection, the first one, and obviously it's not first edition because it was basically a reprint, but it's still a nice card to have. Dark Magician here. So these are all rares at this point, going into Mosaics, I believe. We have a little Wingard at the bottom. Up here, I don't know what this rarity is called. I'm pretty sure it's just Mosaic. I think it may have a different name, but Hardened Arm Dragon, good for Egyptian God deck. More cards down here that are Mosaic. So you can see what I mean. They are just basically common cards, but just with a rarity on top. And then if we keep moving on, we have the Claw of Hermos, the Eye of Timaeus, the Fang of Critias, obviously. The 3 Legendary Dragons, cool cards. Timaeus is the one that's worth the most because he was in the first set. These two were released in the second set, obviously. And I have 2 Claw of Hermoses. Mystical Space Typhoon, Dark Hole, Bound of the Bound Creator, Black Magic Ritual, Change of Heart. We have some cards from the Dragons of Legend set as well. Legendary Collection Joey. Moving on. Don't really know many of these cards here, but these are from the Gold series. Obviously, Foolish Burial is pretty well known. United We Stand. Seal of Orichalcos, which was from the Legendary Collection 3, if I can read that right. Yes, it is. This is from the Battle City pack, Anti-Magic Arrows. Unity, Dark Hole, Harpy Lady, Phoenix Formation. A lot of these are pretty rare. Mind Control, Premature Burial. No idea what that is. So Unity is another jump card, and it can be used in combination with a few other cards, which I have the other, if I'm not mistaken, so we'll get to that in a few moments. Gold Sarcophagus, Sword of Revealing Light, Soul Charge, Sword of Yatos. Pretty cool cards here. Somebody didn't even know I had. OG Polymerization Art. More cards from the Dragons of Legend 2 set. Red Eyes Transmigration, Shadow Team, Roulette Spider, and then more cards from the from the Dragons of Legend 2 set. But that is the big one out of the way. I'm gonna now move on to. I'm actually gonna put this on the chair over here. Okay, now we have the second binder, which is nowhere near the same size as the first, but see, I have a bunch of cool cards in here. You're probably wondering why I position them in this way, but I just basically go from Magic to Traps, or Monsters to Traps, but it's kind of a struggle, especially when you get newer cards, so, you know, you just have to move the whole cards about. But anyway, Exchange up here, Monster Reborn, Draw Muscle, Card of Sanctity, which isn't as good in real life as it is in the series, Toon Table of Contents, Foolish Burial on the bottom right. We have some more cards here, Fiend Sanctuary, another Fiend Sanctuary, Scapegoat, Double Summon. Moving on to the trap cards. Secret Rares, Mirror Force, the First Monarch, Imperial Order, Toon Mask, 7 Tools of the Bandit, Compulsory Evacuation Advice, Solomon's Golding. These two are from the Yu-Gi Legendary decks. So you have Dark Renewal, Black Illusion, Trap Jam is nice as well. And then we're moving on to the card I was talking about. So we have Mirror Force. I'm going to quickly skip this one. This is Card of Last Will, which is from Joey's Legendary Collection. Pardon me if I'm not mistaken. Horn of Heaven, Fusion Reverse, Imperial Iron Wall, another Mirror Force. So Judgment of the Pharaoh is one of my favourite cards just because of the way it looks and the fact that I'm going to be using a combination of that other Unity card. If you want to know what it does, just go ahead and look it up. It's called Judgment of the Pharaoh, but it's definitely a cool looking card. It's actually not a bad card as well, so if you want to know what it does, go ahead and look it up. And then, of course, we have more cards from Dragons of Legend 2. Actually, every single card here is from Dragons of Legend 2. Moving on to the next page, getting close to the end. More Dragons of Legend 2, Dragons of Legend 2. Destiny board from Retro Pack 2, Gravity Bind, Wire Trap. Pretty good cards here. Pardon me. We have Price Card Virus from Duelist Pack Battle City, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Magical Hats, Embodiment of Epopus. Magic Cylinder on the bottom there. Shift. Some OG cards here. Chain Destruction. Rare Metal Morph. Half Counter. Reckless Greed. Rope of Life. Magical Arm Shield. And that is the traps done. And we are going to move on to the best cards in the game. If I can move this thing out of the way. There we go. It's the struggle. So, moving on to the final last cards, and then I'm going to get out of here. We have the 5 pieces of Exodia, of course. You're probably wondering where those guys were. And this is from the Yu-Gi Legendary decks, which everyone can get basically. They are every single piece is an ultra rare, which is nice. And they are just obviously nice cards to have. I do have another Exodia head, but it's not in that good. It's not looking that too good. It's seen better days, is what I'm trying to say. And then at the top here, we have some cards from the Duelist Kingdom arc. We have Scapegoat tokens, and then moving on to the last page, which has more Karibo tokens. We have a Gorz Emissary of Darkness token, and then of course we finish it off with the Yugi token. But that is my collection, or a part of it, basically my rare cards, and I hope you guys did enjoy that video. If you stuck till the end, then big shout out to you. You know what, if you stuck to the end, hashtag, just any hashtag in the comment section. You know what, just put hashtag cuckfree. I think that's a good one, but I hope you guys did enjoy the video, and if you did, do not forget to leave a like and subscribe for more content. I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you guys in the next one.